Hello everybody, he's big, he's beardy, he's back again. I am the big beardy driver, and today we're talking about customers and how do you source them and get work. So it's a really good question, because if you're new to the business or if you're struggling to get customers, sometimes you don't know what to do and where to go, so hopefully this will help. So I break my customers down into 3 different groups. First one, which is the easiest one to get your work from, is what I would call as an app customer. And what I mean by that is someone you get from the CX, from Facebook, from City Sprint, from whatever app you use. These are app customers. These are the easiest ways to get work, but they are generally one-off jobs. You're generally bidding to win a job, you collect it, you deliver it. Easy to win. Well, in retrospect, obviously you're competing against other couriers, and that's probably the downfall. You do have to compete against other couriers, but they're the easiest to get as well. Majority of your work when you start is going to be app customers. Day one, 100% of your work is going to be app customers, unless you've already got customers lined up. Most of your work when you start will be app customers. But this is how you build to get the second group of customers, which what I call shipper customers. Basically, when shippers give you work directly. Having shipper customers is vitally important, especially as you're growing, because you don't have to fight for work. They will phone you directly. You will get a better rate of pay. A lot of them will agree a rate when you start working with them. Some of them, it might be £1 a mile, 85p a mile. Some of them will give you a regular job, like say, I've got this job, it goes from A to B every single Monday, this is the price on it, every single week, it's yours. And then that makes it so much easier, because you've got a job booked in. You've got a price arranged, you're not fighting for it, so you're probably getting a better rate of pay. Like I said, you're not fighting for it, so it's there, you can take it, and you can build a relationship. The way you source those customers is through the app customers. Phoning shippers, speaking to them, doing good jobs for them, being reliable will build that relationship, which I bang on about all the time. Build a relationship with your shippers so they will give you regular work. I have probably 5 shippers that use me as their courier. Some of them, and these range between small, men with them will have the odd job they can't do, to big shipper companies. I have some that phone me just because if they need a long wheelbase, which I've got and they don't, that's what they use me for. Some use me only because they've got 3 or 4 vans, they might need an extra van, so I'm their go-to guy. One of my shippers I have a great relationship with. They're a massive shipper. They've got customers all over the country, but they have a certain customer who's near where I am that they need jobs fulfilling for, so I'm their go-to guy. They phone me directly. It means it doesn't go on the exchange. You don't have to fight for it. Getting those shipper customers is that next step. And like I said, the way you do it is you get the app customers, you build a relationship with those shippers, and those shippers will start coming back to you directly. Vitally important. The third group, and the most difficult group, is getting your own frontline customers, as it were. These are, you're cutting out the middleman then. There's no shipper, it's you and the customer. These are difficult for a lot of reasons to land, but are by far the most profitable, because you set the price. Now, the reason why they're difficult to land is most companies out there already have trusted shippers. So to get those customers, you have to be either be able to beat the price of the shipper they're already using, B, have more facility to facilitate the work they need, or the shipper they're using has to mess up, so they drop that shipper and look for someone else, or the other shipper retires. So to get them is very difficult. You're either relying on their current shippers messing up, so you can come in and say, listen, I can do a better job than them, or you're hoping that they see you and think you're doing a better price and would rather go with you. So getting those customers is difficult, and the way you get them is basically you've got to do the footwork, handing out business cards, going to speak to people. If you know someone who works in a business, that's always a great help. Speaking to them, saying, listen, trying to get their transport department to use you. I've got a few of my own customers, but they're only small operations. I went to local business parks. There's one down the road from me. Start speaking to the people that use those business parks. Like I said, they're small businesses, 1, 2 to 5 men places. They don't have a lot of staff. They don't have a lot of output, but they need a courier as well. So I start speaking to them, and I've got them as customers. They don't give me a huge amount of work, but when they do, like I said, I set my price. I get paid more. It's my customer, and if their business grows, then my business will grow. So you want to keep them sweet and do as much work for them as possible. I'm always trying to get my own customers all the time. If I get a chance, I'll go around, speak to people. You have to be proactive when it comes to trying to source customers, especially end line customers. So get your own. So that's basically how it works. There are the three type of customers. The first lot, the app customers, they're your backload customers. Well, they're the ones when a shipper sent you somewhere, you need to get a job back. You're using things like the CX to get you home. You'll always need app customers. You'll always probably need shipper customers. Unless you become a massive shipper and have hundreds of your own customers, you will use all three all the time. But 1 and 2 sort of go hand in hand. You can build relationship with shippers from app customers, but getting your own customers is very difficult. Like I said, it's walking around, speaking to people, handing out business cards, trying to get to know people who are already in a business and then getting it through that. The one most important thing, and it goes through all three of them, to keep customers, to keep shippers, and to keep yourself getting good reviews, is you've got to be reliable, you've got to be professional, you've got to do a really good job, you've got to speak to people with respect, and do the job well. If you do that, you will get good reviews on the apps, you will build relationships with shippers, and you will get your own customers. You've got to do the job properly. That's basically it. It sounds simple. There's not a lot to it, but it's difficult in practice, especially getting your own customers. Like I said, I've been doing this a while now, and I've only got 3 of my own customers who are solely using me. I need more, and I'm working on it. I was planning on doing a big push, and then we had a certain massive event in 2020 which locked everything down. So that slowed that progress down. But I'm back on it. You've constantly got to try and get the customers. Building those relationships with shippers, vitally important. I cannot stress that enough. So that's basically it. Hope you've all really enjoyed the video. As you've probably noticed, I had to do a bit of editing in this video because there's a van that keeps driving past me really loud, and then I can't hear what I'm saying, so you can't hear what I'm saying. So if you notice a few weird cuts in there, that's why. If you like the video, please check out my Sunday reports. They are dropping every Sunday. We do a bit of a Q&A. I answer some of the questions you guys have been asking. Also do sort of a week in life. You can see what I do, where I've been, what's been going on, and I give you little snippets of information which could be helpful to yourselves. If you have, please like, comment and subscribe. Also hit that bell icon so every time I drop a video you know it's dropped and you can check it out straight away. And check me out on Instagram and Twitter, and also Twitch if you like to see me shout at a computer screen, because I'm awful at computer games, but I enjoy them, and that's the most important thing. And as always, be safe out there and have a great day.